Hey guys. So I wanted to quickly review the Josie Maran Argan Oil Body Butter Whipped Creamery. This is on QVC. It's $86 for eight 4-ounce containers of Josie Maran's whipped body butter. And I bought it because I'm really into natural products, and she was advertising it as 100% pure argan oil. Um, and she's like, I wanted to dive into argan oil. So me and my, company decided to create this whipped amazing butter. It's pure argan oil. She says that many times. Whipped into this amazing, delightful concoction. And, like I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah. And she has these flavors in there. I'm like, ooh. And there is cherry pie, orange creamsicle, vanilla fig, vanilla bean, vanilla apricot, unscented, lavender citrus. Which one am I missing? I think I got and limoncello. And I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so good. So I have my own skincare line, which I stopped, and I'm actually gonna come back with because I'm so angry at people telling me one thing and it being completely different. So she's like, yeah, this is pure argan oil. It's gonna melt into your skin. It's gonna leave your skin hydrated and full of, that hydration that you're gonna need. It's never oily. It just melts into the skin. Let me just do this one here. Which one is this one? Orange creamsicle. Okay. So, really quickly, my favorite scents are orange creamsicle, limoncello. Cherry pie is okay, but I don't love it that much. And vanilla apricot. All the other ones I do not like. Anything vanilla smells sour. It doesn't even smell like vanilla. I was debating on even returning it because it smells sour. Like the vanilla went bad. Yeah, it just doesn't smell right. So I think I'm debating. But this orange creamsicle is amazing. So you watch her, and she's like, look. She goes like this, and it doesn't come out. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not normal. Well, if you're doing it with shea butter, yes, because shea butter is hard in consistency. You melt it, it reforms again. Even if you whip it, it's gonna be like this soft dairy. But when I touched it, it was more of the consistency of lotion than it was like a butter. And they go like this, right? And they're like, ah, and then you see them like put it on their shoulders, and it's so amazing. It just melts into the skin. Do you see the luminosity? You see how it just makes your skin glow, and and then you're just like, oh, it smells so delicious, right? So you're like, oh, okay. Now I do agree that the ones that I said smell delicious, and I have to admit that when I put it on my skin, it did last all day, and I have a very big problem because I have dry skin that I'll put something on and a few hours later it doesn't last. However, it is not pure argan oil. Argan is the third ingredient. And there's a ton of stuff in here that I'm really not excited about. I'm actually going to go to the QVC website to pull that up, just so that I can read the ingredients to you, because in her box you could barely see it, which I think is interesting, because to me it's kind of like she's saying, like, I don't want you to read the ingredients. So I'm going to make them so super small that you can't see them unless you have a magnifying glass. Just trust me. Trust me that it's argan oil and it's really good. So anyway, that box is $80 or $76.96 on QVC with $3 shipping and handling. And the ingredients are water, aloe barbadennis, which is aloe vera juice, argan spinosa, which is argan oil. Right, so argan oil is the third ingredient. So you have water, aloe, and argan, which is pretty good. Kernel oil, helianthus anise, which is sunflower seed oil, glycerin cocoa caprolate, which is a triglyceride, glycerol stearate, which is in most lotions to keep it hard, butyrsparum parkey, which is shea butter. So there's shea butter in there, which is probably working better than the argan oil, but there's a huge argument about that on the internet. Then you have from the fruit, the shea butter from the fruit, and then you have butyrsparum parkey, which is another form of shea butter. They have different forms of every oil and every butter. Hydroethyl acrylate, I don't know what that is. Sodium acrylol, don't know. Dimethyl taurate copper, which I know dimethyl anything is not good. Parfum, which is the fragrance. Beta carotene, which seems pretty good. Squalene, polysorbate 60, diesel glucoside, ethyl hexyl glycerin, helianthus anise, which is a hybrid sunflower oil, tocopherol, which is in a lot of lotions, and symphytum. That's not pure argan oil at all. There's like 30 ingredients in that thing, maybe 20 something. But like, you know, and a lot of it is because you have to make the shelf life last longer. I understand that. But when I come out with my line, I want people to know that you don't want to stock up on my stuff. It's going to be, you know, a 3 month to a year shelf life. Use it right away. It's meant to be used, not stored, not to be put away in a basket of stuff. And that's what I think this is meant to do, is that you're able to stock up on it, buy it, and then use it when you need it. And it has this very tight lid that's airproof, and you open it, and then once you expose it, it starts to deteriorate. So I believe that the smell is going to start dissipating. I opened all of them because I bought 2 sets and I wanted to smell them, and I'm just going to return the ones I don't like. Because I wanted to try it, I wanted to blog about it, I wanted to experience it, and if I loved it, I would have kept it. But I only like 3 of the scents. QVC gives you 30 days to use it, so I'm going to use these 3. I'm going to use it on my hair because I think that this is a great product to use on your hair because of all the oils. But I'm not in love with it as a skin product. I mean, it's good so far. It's day 1. I'm just wondering, I mean, like, I just put some more on my arm, and it feels waxy because it's on top of the other butter that I put on before, and it didn't leave my skin super soft. So after a couple of weeks, I'll probably come back and let you know what's going on with that. Usually when I use just pure shea butter and I whip it, it's just pure shea butter, and you put a little bit of whatever kind of carrier oil you want, you mix it together, you whip it, and when it starts turning into like whipped cream, then you just add the scent and you whip it. You put that on my skin, it stays on all day, it melts into the skin like butter. It is healthy for you. It's 2 ingredients with fragrance. You don't have to worry about anything. I don't know what this stuff is going to do in the long run. I'm very concerned with all of the ingredients that are in here. And yes, these are things that we use normally, but as you know, I've kind of been like talking about how I believe certain things inhibit your ability to manifest the gifts that you're given. And they affect your brain, they cause cancer. You know, there's so many things out there that you got to be careful about. So although I adore Josie Maran, I think she's beautiful, I think she's so full of energy, and I adore her, this is not pure argan oil. This is not all that's in there. There's a bunch of other stuff in there. Yes, it's water, aloe, and argan oil, and there's shea butter and a bunch of other things that are probably good for you. But I don't love this product the way other people love it. And obviously, if you're still brainwashed and you're still conditioned to think that this is good, yes, this is better than most of the stuff that's out there. This is, yes, this is so much better than most of the stuff that's out there. But there's still better things. If you go into your local neighborhoods where people make their own lotions, handmade lotions with shea butter, you're going to find better quality and better products. And you know the people who are making it, and you can go there and talk to them, and you can customize your own things. I encourage you to find your local craftsmen. You know, in a lot of neighborhoods where people have dry skin, you will find people that make their own shea butter lotion and oil lotions, and you can go on eBay and find a bunch of people that sell them. And I believe that's more authentic, natural, and better for you. But the shelf life is shorter. It's kind of like organic versus not organic. This is more like the GMO version of argan oil. But she does do it in a little bit. I mean, I don't want to bash. I love you, Josie Maran. I don't want to bash her. I love her argan oil and a lot of her other products. I just feel like when I heard it, and she was like, pure argan oil. I really thought it was pure argan oil whipped in to butter. I didn't think there was going to be all these other ingredients in there. Um, but again, I understand this is mass manufacturing. I just wanted to let people know what's going on out there. Um, if you're going to try it, go to QVC and buy it. They give you 30 days to try it, and then you can return it. If you don't like it, they give you a full refund. You don't have to worry about the amount that you used. Um, Usually when I buy stuff from QVC, I keep it. I only return it if it's such a terrible experience. And literally, the vanilla fig, the vanilla bean, the lavender citrus is okay. But the unscented, I didn't even open because I knew I wasn't going to like it because I don't like the natural scent of argan. Um, those I did not like at all. You know, and I just don't feel comfortable spending $80 when I'm not going to like or use half the product. Um, I do love Josie Maran. I recommend her argan oil, even though I just learned that's not 100% argan oil either. Um, it's actually mixed with a bunch of other things. But, you know, she has a good concept. And this isn't new. She's not the inventor or the founder of this. This has been going on in African American culture for decades. They've used the same products. They've made the same things. They just don't have the notoriety. And the marketing and the mass appeal that Josie Maran does. And they don't have QVC. Carol's Daughter also was a natural brand that became mass marketed and also has a lot of products in it, but it's actually better and more natural in some examples. But yeah, I recommend finding your local craftsman because there's a lot of good people that are out there that are making good stuff. And, you know, we oversee them. A lot of times in life, you oversee the good that's right in front of you. But I just wanted to do a quick review. It is nurturing to the skin, but now I have a waxy feeling if I put it on top of the other one. My skin did say moisturize the whole day, which is amazing because usually I do dry up during the day, but I put a lot on. So by putting a lot on, this isn't going to last as long. It does not have a lot of product in there because when you open it, like a third of it is empty. So it's not full to the brim of product. Like a third of it literally is empty. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I was really excited to get this. I'm super excited. I love the orange creamsicle, the vanilla apricot, and oh, and the limoncello. Those three are amazing. When they come out with bigger versions, I'll probably buy those. But I'm really not excited about all the other ones, and to me, that's not a good value. So I'm not knocking it, but I'm not giving it 100. I'll probably give it like an 86 out of 100. That's my review.